Hi folks, Bob Dale for Southern Remarketing in Jackson, Mississippi, where you know if you watch our sales, we love diesel trucks. We've sold so many hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them because we like them, because they're such values. Our customers like them. We have an enormous response to these trucks. Every once in a while we get one that's just kind of special, and we're going to list that truck today. This is really a nice truck, folks. It sounds great. I mean, you can't hear it run. It's a grand truck. It's a 2008 Ford F250 turbo diesel, four-wheel drive, Lariat package, got it all, folks. A really nice truck. Only got 202,000 miles on it, and you're talking about a value of a bargain. You're going to see it right here. A great truck. I'm going to pick it to death. You're going to know everything about it. So come on, let me show it to you. You see how clean the lights are. The chrome is not fading, any of that. It's setting on a matching set of Goodyears. We're going to show you the spare under the back. It is a Mississippi truck, no rust issues, any of that. Turbo diesel Lariat. One little thing I'm going to show you. This little glass is cracked. You may see it in the pictures right here. We've got that ordered. We're going to show it to you. But look at a really nice truck, folks. Got it all. Leather's beautiful. Windows, door locks, tilt and cruise, power.
CD changer.
Non-smoker's truck. Headliner's nice. Carpets, I always hate to do this. Carpets are absolutely perfect. You can see under there. Those are the original mats that came in it. The steering wheel is a little faded right here, but absolutely not ripped and torn and all that.
It had a cover on it
Looks
when
perfect.
we got it.
It's never been, I don't know who had it, but look here. It's never been a farm truck, never been a work truck. You can look all in here. No dirt, no mud, no paint work. Hasn't had any and doesn't need any. Look in the back here.
Sliding rear window. Extra power outlet. There's a little tray that you can lift the seat up and fold the tray out, and it's good for moving TVs and stuff.
Let's show these carpets. Look at the carpets under here, folks. Trust me, that's the way it is. Our guys will get them like that. You can see the panels here, how brand new they are. In here, look at the gas tank. You can tell it's never had any paint work. Painters can't help it. They're going to mess that up every time. Somebody argues to you about a truck's had paint work or not, hold that gas cap every time. Look under here. It's as nice as it can be. Absolutely no rust issues or spares under it. It's got the bed extender, what Dan calls the old man stand. Now, someday when he's going to be 102 like his daddy, he won't think that's funny. But right now, that's funny, the old man stand. But I ought to use this thing. One of these days, I'm going to use that. Dan's moving this around here. I don't know. I'll get it back. There's where it folds over. That bed, I don't know.
It's got the fifth wheel rails. We usually take them out. We left them in it. The man that owned it had a little 24-foot fifth wheel camper. He pulled around with it. And
yeah, I mean the bed, we started to put a bed liner in it, but look, the bed's perfect. It's not beat up, not skinned up in any way. Plus, if you ever wanted to, those rails don't hurt you in any way. And if you ever needed them, they're real expensive to put in there. All you got to do is slide a bed liner in over them. If you want to, you can buy one of these bed liners for $90-something.
Or we can take them out if you don't want them.
Yeah, we'll take them loose. Look down the side. Absolutely no chips and cracks, no paint work, not beat up. Look over here. We're going to show you in the back. I'm not smart enough to use this phone. I had a Nokia for years that I could text and make phone calls, but that wasn't good enough. They don't make those anymore, so I have this thing that's got more technology than we had when we put a man on the moon, and no one, including me, well, Dan knows how to work the thing. Power on both sides. You can see here, look at the carpets, look up in the door jambs.
Got your manual, got your spare tire key, no cracks in the dash.
I almost want to say it's a pick-proof truck, but that's a kiss of death, because I'll get somebody who will. Now here's a little scratch right here. Show up the pictures. Here's two little parts that have been touched up. It's not But other than that, that's pretty much it on this truck, folks.
Even the grill's not bubbling or peeling, which is odd.
Unusual for a Ford grill. Wind's getting up, it's about to rain here in the Federals anyway. A beautiful truck, folks. And as you hear me say, and I'm not being redundant, don't know how they sell new ones. I don't understand it. Based on what you can buy a truck like this. You can go spend $70,000, $75,000, $68,000 for one just like it, and it'll smell new for about a week. And then of course you've got one truck just like this that the depreciation's already out of. Based on what we're getting for trucks, buy this truck for 5 years for probably $100 a month depreciation, if that. You go buy your new one, guess what it's going to depreciate? About $2,000 a month. That's just the reality of buying new trucks, as expensive as they are at Ford dealers. All that said, we're selling a grand truck, folks. A really, really nice truck. It has everything going for it. It has looks, everything on it works. There's no lights on. A great ride and drive. Dan's going to give you a ride and drive on it. And all the, like I say, the appearance in the world. It's a 2008 Ford F250 Lariat, turbo diesel, the best engine ever made, 4-wheel drive, sitting on a good matching set of Goodyear tires, spares underneath it, the bed's not beat up. There's just nothing about this truck not to like, everything about it to like, including the big thing to like about it, and that's going to be the price. It's going to be a bargain, a 2008 4-wheel drive Lariat turbo diesel. Thank you so much for watching our videos. We do appreciate it very much. Look forward to talking to you. Look forward to seeing you here in Jackson, Mississippi.
Hi folks, Dan Dale here. You've been listening to my dad talk about this truck. Now I'm going to take you on a test drive, but before I do, just want to show you under the hood. You can see we don't clean under the hoods. This is just how it came into us. Got a, looks like a pretty fresh pair of, let's see, August of 2015 pair of Napa batteries, but the main thing I want to show you is you can see no blow-by. Now there's a little bit of smoke, which smoke's normal on these 6.4s. They all got smoke. But the main thing is, when I set the oil fill cap down, it doesn't blow off. That means there's pressure in the crankcase if that oil fill cap blows off. But this one does not, so you don't have to worry about blow-by. Pretty much every 6.4 since it rolled off the showroom floor is gonna have smoke. There's just no way around it. For whatever reason, they all do it. But you can see here the steering wheel is in good shape. It's not ripped or torn. This truck, you know, if we said it had half the mileage it does, you'd believe us. Got a brand new windshield in it. AM/FM stereo, 6-disc CD changer that also plays MP3s, dual zone automatic climate control. It's got the power adjustable pedals. It's got the backup sensors. It's got the tow command, upfitter switches, which upfitter switches are for like if you want to add a something with a fuse on it, or a switch like extra set of fog lights or a winch or whatever. That's what they're good for. You'll have to excuse my shaky camera work because I'm filming with one hand and driving with the other on the worst roads in the city of Jackson. So even though the video may come out a little shaky when you're watching it, rest assured this truck has a perfect ride and drive. And one thing you can take away from the all the bumps and rattles and squeaks that I'm running over is that this truck's tight. There's no what am I trying to say? No squeaks, no rattles, no thunks, no clunks, none of that. Even the engine itself, super quiet, no exhaust leaks. Cranks up, runs perfect, hot or cold. Doesn't run rough cold, isn't hard to start hot, anything like that. I wanted to pull in stop for a second just so I can let you see me start it. You can see the engine light, airbag, all that good stuff come on and then go back off, because I had somebody accuse me of killing an engine light, which is ridiculous. But anyway, just wanted to make sure you knew and could see that the engine light does in fact work. So now we'll get back on the road. You can see it has the automatic dimming rearview mirror, the overhead console, has the garage door transmitter built into the visor. Also has steering wheel controls for the radio and the cruise, all that good stuff. That's a power sliding rear window. I don't know if you can see it through there, opening and closing. These are, see the power folding mirrors. Now that mirror did not power fold, so fortunately it's the driver's mirror, so if you're in that tight of a spot, just reach out and snatch her in. See, we try and nitpick everything, folks. Most people wouldn't even point that out, but odds are you'd never even check it till you'd had it for 6 months and decided you needed to use it. But just something we try and we don't want to risk bad feedback over something silly. So if there's an issue, we try and point it out. It does have the memory, two position memory settings for the 2 different drivers can have their mirrors and seat and all that put where they want it. Now you can't tell in this video, but this truck is quiet. Of course 6.4s are already quiet to begin with, but this one, no exhaust leaks, no extra diesel noise. I don't know how to describe it any better than that, but you can just tell when a truck has been beat on and when it hasn't, and this one hasn't. So now one thing we will point out, this truck has not been deleted. These aren't like 6.0s where you have to delete the EGR or that you'll have problems. These trucks, you can drive them forever, not deleted, as long as you stay on top of the oil changes. But what I would recommend, we can delete them for you. We stopped doing it up front because a lot of people nowadays have emissions testing and visual inspection. So we can leave all that on. We started leaving all that on up front and offering the option of deleting one. Best thing to do if you're interested, there's just a ton of different ways to go with that and a ton of different prices. So you can call me and I'll be glad to explain it. 601-376-9869. Be glad to go over all the options, but basically on this one, you don't delete the EGR, you delete the DPF. That's the soot filter. And newer trucks, they just have that fluid that they inject into the soot filter to clean it. But these 6.4s, the way Ford does it, is they dump extra fuel into the back 2 cylinders to burn it out. Well, that just hurts the mileage. You know, it takes it from over 20 to 15 or 16, or maybe a little better depending on how you drive. But I mean, it just kills the mileage compared to what you should be getting. So you can delete it and just instantaneously pick up 5 to 7 miles per gallon. So if for no other reason, we highly recommend deleting them just for that. And of course, you can also turn the power up. You don't have to, but you can. These 6.4s, they're stock 350 horsepower. You can turn them up to as much as 650 horsepower and they'll live. You don't have to worry about them overheating or you know, having problems at 650. If you turned a 6-liter or just about any other diesel up that high, you'd have head gasket problems, stuff like that. But these 6.4s, you don't. My old truck was a 6.4. I pulled a 38-foot Scarab, 12,000 pounds, 1,000 miles from Miami with it turned all the way up, never had a problem. I mean, they can take the extra power, although, like I said, it's optional, and you can turn it up in lesser amounts too. So if you want a good tow tune, you can add about 80 to 100 horsepower, or you can add 50. I mean, basically whatever horsepower you want to add, you can add it. And like I said, I can go over that more if you just call me. But if you want to fly in, drive this truck home, you can. I would not hesitate to get in this truck and drive it anywhere. I mean, it cranks up, runs perfect, hot or cold. Tires are good on it. Doesn't pull to the left or right. doesn't vibrate or pull when you hit the brakes. I will say the steering wheel is just a tick crooked going down the road, but it doesn't pull. And the alignment shops around here, I could take it to an alignment shop and tell them straighten the steering wheel, and as soon as they straighten the steering wheel, I get it back and it'd be pulling to the right. I mean, there's just clowns around here, so I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to leave it alone, leave well enough alone, because you can see it's not off by much. I'm going straight. It's not off by much, but like I said, we try and nitpick these as best we can, just so nobody gets mad at us over something silly. And like I was saying, we'll pick you up at the airport, no extra charge, bring you back to our office, do all the paperwork, feedback, everything, let you get on the road. Like I said, I would drive this truck anywhere, but we understand most of our customers are from up north because our trucks are rust free and y'all's ain't. So not everybody has 3 or 4 days or whatever to come down and drive a truck back home. So if you need to get it shipped, we can work with you on shipping. We're set up now to get the discount rates that all these brokers get, and we don't charge the $200 or $300 that these brokers charge to do it. We just factor that into our dock fees, so it doesn't cost you anything extra. And depending on how much of a hurry you're in, you can save as much as half off the average online quote you might get. So just call me or text me your zip, and I can give you a good ballpark figure on shipping, and I promise you we'll save you money compared to these other guys. So just be aware of that, because most of these online shipping companies, they don't have trucks. They're just brokers. They're going to get on the same website that we're going to use, and they're going to post the same listing that we would post, and the same truck driver is going to get it that would get it if we did it, except they're going to charge you $200 or $300 up front, call it a deposit, where really it's just going straight in their pocket. So we don't do that. You pay the shipper exactly what it costs when he drops it off. So we cut out all the BS with that. So if you have any questions about that, again, give me a call, 601-376-9869. Or if you have any questions about deleting it or tuning it or anything else, give me a call. And beyond that, we appreciate you watching our video and everything we have to say about this truck. And we look forward to seeing you here in Jackson, Mississippi. Oh, and let me point out too, been over 8 minutes of driving, no warning lights on, no engine lights, no brake lights, nothing. You know, it's easy to kill a warning light for a minute or two, but if you got a problem and you haven't fixed it, it's going to come right back on after you drive it. So that's why we like to point out, even after driving, no warning lights. So once again, thanks for watching. Look forward to seeing you here in Jackson, Mississippi.